Now, Gronksy, this one means go. Okay. And this one, what do you think this one means? No, it doesn't mean go faster. You're not a sports Gronk. Well, okay, maybe if they push you downhill. It can stop. Oh, hello, everybody. It's really nice to see you. And I do hope that you are well. It's Monday, it's 7 o'clock UK time, and that can only mean one thing. It means the Monday Club. I'm here with the Cupboard Monkey. Monkey Madness.
No.
Monkey Madness.
No.
Monkey Madness. Yes. Incidentally, there is a prize at Gets. If you come up to the Cupboard Monkey and sing Monkey Madness,
no,
you get a free slap. So we've got Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, Wamgok, Ruben Ashwell, Patrick Ling, Sarah Davies, Flemmer Chairman, Wanham Shackleton, JL Railways, Smallwood Junction, Robert Becking, Jordan Hunter, Nomad Railway, Harry Cedric, Mike Lane TT120, RG Models 86, White House Bricks, 3B Rail, Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, Anthnil, Richard Swiderski, Harrick, Simon Trent's Mother Railway Showcase, Dave Scott Railways, Andy Friars Junction, Richard Knowles, Marcus Muggins, Stevie Film, Railway Rob, Joshua W56, Ben Tullett, Hillside Junction, Caroline Rogers, Iron Horse Railways, who asks, are we all excited for Gets this weekend? Absolutely.
I'm not excited. I'm concerned because I have a horrible, horrible feeling that at some point our project to put out a live stream all through the thing will be hit by the update of Doom from Windows.
Yes, it will be. We'll have to find a way of turning it off.
Yes, you know it's going to happen, and I'm worried.
Can I just say, whilst
Yes?
I remember, we need some USB extension cables for the cameras.
Oh, cough.
Yes,
I'll have to get those ordered then.
If you order two, should be sufficient. So, look, it's great to see you all. It's amazing to see you all. It's always an honour to have you hanging out on this Monday afternoon.
Don't hang out too far.
Yes.
Because you might fall.
You might bang your head. Awesome Brick says, evening all. Who let the Gronks out?
Who let the Gronks out?
Gronk. Hold on. No. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes.
The Gronk cult is not a cult for legal and tax purposes. Your mileage may vary.
Also, don't forget I was going to say at Gronks. No, at Gets.
At Gronks?
Parking on the Saturday is the usual ball ache that it was last year. Sunday is fine. You can park at the venue, but there's some kind of kickabout going on. So they've decided that all of us interesting people, we're not allowed to park there.
Well,
so
that's not because of a kickabout. That's because they don't want us to be infected with ball feet.
Okay, right.
There's some kind of fundraiser for people who've got footballs, and we wish them all the best for a speedy recovery.
Sarah Davis says, thanks to the pizza wheel of death, I'm not 26 seconds behind. Hello from the future. Where's Topsy these days, says Richard Knowles. Well, Topsy
is off planning for our project to do a live stream all the way through Gets.
Yes, Topsy is busy packing. He's got to get all of the different types of Warburtons in his suitcase. Anne Mayo, big hello to you. Nick at Bletchton High Level says, I'll just walk from my home to Gets. 15 minutes walk. That works. We'll just park in the exhibitors car park. But you do need a pass for that. Peachy TT120 says, whoop, whoop. Absolutely. And we're going to be embedded with TMC, the Model Centre. We're going to be a live stream. Yeah. And of course, you can come and see us at the TMC stand. That's where we will be camped out a lot of time.
I'm still amazed that TMC are letting us anywhere near their stand after the mess you made of their floor.
Of their floor? What did I do?
When we were at the TMC shop to do a live stream, and you spilled tea all over their floor.
That was just what they only caught me one time. But so we're going to be there. They're going to have a lot of deals on the stand. I believe there's going to be a whole TT120 section. So grab your bargains. Of course, the big sale is on.
Yes, the 2-year anniversary. For all those who thought it wouldn't last.
Yeah. They're also going to be having the graffiti wagons as well. They always go down incredibly well. And they're going to have a bargains section. So I believe this is new to this show. Some of the website bargains. They've got some really incredible deals on locomotives and rolling stock. So they're going to have a section for bargains as well. And of course, you can come and see us. Make full use of your Monday Club pin badge, which gets you an extra discount in person at TMC, but also West Hill Wagon Works on orders over £20, and War World Scenics as well. Ben Tullett says, if you can't make gets, may I remind that the Worley exhibition at Stackfold with 1-to-1 scale narrow gauge layout is also on. Absolutely, yes.
Does it count as scale if it's 1-to-1? Isn't that just life?
Yeah,
I'm
possibly.
1-to-1 scale.
And yes, Timber Surfer reminds us that if you're going to get YouTuber meet and greet is at the bar 3 that's on one of the balconies. I think it's the top balcony at 2 p.m. each day. So we'll try and remember. Patrick Ling asks, any news, Jenny? Yes,
there is a fair amount, but before we go into it,
yes.
I believe we need to roll VT, my dear.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I just need to wake up my thingamajig.
Hey, let's go. Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk.
The Monday Club is proudly sponsored by TMC, the Model Centre. Check them out at themodelcentre.com. The website features extensive stocks of new models as well as selective pre-owned items where you can track down that bargain you've always wanted. Pre-order with confidence all of the forthcoming models from all the manufacturers. TMC also offer a renumbering and renaming service so you can get the exact identity of locomotive that you want. Why not also check out their value weathering, or go for something incredibly special with their bespoke service where you can choose from a more extensive weathered look right through to custom graffiti either off the peg or to a design of your choice. Check out TMC today at themodelcentre.com and start your model journey. So there we go, and we're going to be with TMC. But first of all, thanks to the generosity of Model U, we have a giveaway today. That's right, you could win a free scan and a printed figure in any scale up to and including O gauge of yourself. So this is a great opportunity. Normally it actually costs quite a bit. You've paid to have yourself scanned.
Yep.
How much was it?
About 60 odd quid for the scan.
So yeah, it's worth quite a lot.
It was worth it though. I like the model I got.
Now I know that Model U are going to be at Getz, but I don't know whether they've got their full scanning booth. Basically, we're going to have a giveaway. How are we going to do this?
Okay.
I hope you've thought about this.
I have. We're going to do it the same way we did with the other ones because let's face it, that was very successful.
What, the phrase that pays?
Yes.
Just email Gronk or something.
We're going to have email the phrase that pays.
Yeah, what is the phrase that pays? Gronk it up?
Gronk it up, yeah.
Gronk it up. Good evening, Stefan Svensson. Ah, that's the editor of Model Janusfrags Magazinet. I've just absolutely molested the pronunciation of that.
Moderndanesvags Magazine.
Yes, yeah.
And if I said that correctly, I'll be amazed because I was typing at the same time.
Yes. So really great to see. I hope you're well. And of course, Stefan was one of our co-conspirators on the Great Model Railway Challenge, so you might recognise him. He was billed on the War of the Worlds build as being our IKEA connection. Les made that up. I claim no responsibility unless, of course, it's taken as being good humour, in which case, yes, I had a part of it. I don't know whether Swedish people get sick of being accused of all being IKEA type people. But no, absolutely great to see you in. Andy Fryers Junction says, so you're talking to somebody else's question. Worthington Model Railway says, according to email I got, Model U will have the full scanning booth. So, what we might... I'm just thinking, Model U are sending us the voucher to be able to then pass on. But if we then post it, it's not likely to actually reach the person.
Aren't they emailing us the voucher?
I don't know. I don't know. But what I would suggest, if it is a physical voucher, what we will do is we will offer people the opportunity to pick it up in person from us at Gets.
Yeah.
That way you can actually then use it at Gets. Otherwise, we can just post it. So the phrase that pays is posting to zoe.robinson@gmail.com.
Yes, it is.
Gronk it up. And do put something in the title like, I don't know, the phrase that pays or gronk it up. And then it's easy for it to pull out of all of the stuff. J. Paul Anderson says, I think it is Model Jan Fags Magazine. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I said, but it's like, I learnt German, so when I see umlauts on letters, brain goes, aha, recognise these, can give you German pronunciation.
Yeah, you...
And so I don't actually know what the proper...
You speak Swedish with a German accent, whereas I speak it with a Geordie accent.
Yeah, so like Swedish, I basically...
So both of us are wrong.
The sum total of my ability to do Swedish is basically the the Swedish chef from the Muppets, which I won't do because it's probably a bit irritating for genuine Swedish people when I do that.
They'll have heard it all before from me.
Yes, Mark Wilson said the Wax of the DeLorean says Swedish chef from the Muppets.
Yeah.
Yes, and if you don't know who the Swedish chef from the Muppets is, go and look it up on YouTube after the show.
Sarah Davis is saying, speaking French with a Geordie accent. Où est la bibliothèque, pet?
Oui, man. Où est le ballon d'Allen, man? Andy Fryers Junction says, Craig Ironhorse, maybe you come with us to Doncaster next year. Oh, I didn't get an invite.
You can go to Doncaster if you want.
Yeah. J. Paul Anderson says Steam Loco in Swedish is
Ongliket.
You see, it's all very well writing it down, but I don't know what the proper pronunciation is.
I'm probably pronouncing it with a Norwegian bent though, because I don't know if A with the circle over it is in Swedish.
Yeah. I don't know whether Gandalf might have something to say, but Michael Pollitt says, hi Jenny and Zoe, just tuned in, been away from the Monday Club for a while. Glad to be back. Welcome back.
Guess who's back? Back again. Michael's back. Tell some friends.
I'm very, very sorry. I can hold on a moment. I think
Gandalf, you're needed.
Yeah, I think
a Monday Clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Oh, it's just been in the monkey's ear.
Why were you poking me in the ear? I'm not Gandalf.
Yeah, I know, but I was poking you because it just seems a great thing to do. Simon Train's Mother Railway Showcase says, I'm aiming to head to Ali Pali next year. The holiday for that week is booked. Anyway, no, I was going to say the news. We do have quite a few. Of course, at the moment, 2 new profiles for HM7000.
Oh.
These have come out under the radar.
Bing.
And the reason they've come out under the radar is I don't remember them going through the beta test group. I'm part of the beta test group. And normally we get these things a few weeks in advance so that we can iron out any wrinkles. And we were just told, oh, by the way, The sound profile for Lion is now live, as is the J36, which I don't think the J36 was previously announced. Certainly there was a TTS sound profile for the J36. Actually, when the J36 was first brought out, if you bought the North British version as mod, the preserved example, that came factory fitted with J36 TTS, and then subsequently they were sold separately. So we kind of knew that this sound profile was floating around, or at least, having been a TTS sound profile, there was definitely a desire by Hornby to do a HM7000 version. So that's been announced as well. Really useful. There's a lot of J36s out there. I think that'd be quite useful. I don't know. I haven't actually had a play with the Hornby Lion. And I know that the Next 18 HM7000 decoder is quite big. Iron Horse Railways, sound profile for Lion. Lion takes a sound decoder. The Hornby version, I think, has been designed to take the HM7000 decoder. I have a feeling that it has a built-in speaker. Unless there's like a proper place to put the speaker, I suspect there's a built-in speaker. I don't know. I haven't reviewed the Hornby version of the Lion.
I thought you'd had a look at it at least.
No, I've done the Rapido one. But there you are. What I will.
We had a look at Lion when we were at Hornby.
No, when we were down at Hornby, you're thinking of Locomotion.
Oh, Locomotion number 1 we saw, but I'm pretty sure we also saw Lion while we were doing the tour.
David Baker says, doesn't Lion have a 6-pin socket? I'd assumed it had Next 18.
Huh.
I don't know. Richard Swiderski says, yes, 18-pin HM7000 and speaker built in. Worthington Model Railway, no, the sound decoder doesn't fit in the Rapido version. I did actually try and I went through a lot of different locos. I did try the Rapido Lion, but unfortunately the decoder's just slightly too big to get the tender top back on. Anita says, can you run the Railway Children pannier if you have it? I don't normally change trains when we're actually on the stream.
It's been a while since I saw the Railway
No,
Children
it was actually on the turntable a few weeks ago. It has been out, and I have run it. But the reason I don't like changing locos when we're on the stream, because I end up it takes a load of time. All you see is my midriff.
It derails the conversation.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's good there. So maybe next week we'll
However,
get that
before we go any further, before we get into the news, I would like to thank tonight's sponsor, TMC, the Model Centre. Go and check them out for some great weathering and also new and pre-owned stock. They're always a good set of guys.
Huge sale on at the moment, and of course we're going to be with TMC for the Gets weekend doing our live stream.
We're embedded journalists.
Yes, we are. We're real journalists. And
I didn't say that. I said embedded.
Yes, we've put the concrete overcoat on you, and we're going to drop you off in the river as we go past. But no, so we're going to be there. I'm going to hopefully be getting a lot of exclusive interviews with various people, manufacturers. So it might actually end up being, not making any promises. We've got Howard Smith from TMC who's booking all the interviews. It feels very nice to have people to do this. But I'm hoping this might be an absolute first for having Bachmann on a YouTuber's stream.
That'd be amazing.
So I would love to actually talk to them about things like the remote uncoupling in the Soundfit Deluxe 31 and the forthcoming classic.
And I promise I won't let her just sit there and go, why won't you guys talk to me?
So just scanning back through the cards. Mark Wilson, Wax of the DeLorean, says D0260 named Lion was a prototype Type 4 mainline diesel electric locomotive built in 1962 by a consortium of Birmingham Railway Carriage and Wagon Company. Warbler Productions has Simon from Atherstone. Next up the line from Tamworth. Oh, this is talking about. I think this is about what was this? The NEC or what else have we got in the news? Sorry, I get distracted easily. Like, oh, shiny.
We have something from
Oh yes,
Heljan.
Heljan have sent us some videos
Yes.
and some pictures.
And I checked them beforehand. They're not rude.
Yes. So this is the U1 Garratt. You might remember that Heljan did the LMS Garratt. It was actually in conjunction with Hattons. It was that long ago. I think there's been 2 production runs, and very kindly, thanks to the generosity of Warbler Productions, we've actually got a Garratt here,
Yes.
Heljan 1, in the LMS photographic grey. It's very, very nice.
You do like a good Garratt, don't you?
They have announced, they did announce quite a while ago now, the U1 Garratt, and they've been sharing off the images and also videos of the functioning EP running on Little Bytham, which is Tony Wright's layout. Incredible layout. Has appeared in magazines and a lot of videos like this as well. So if you're wondering about the layout, it's Tony Wright's Little Bytham. So are we ready to?
I am trying my best to make the damn thing pause. There we go. Right, if you go for pressing the buttons, press the button. Beep beep.
So here we are.
Go.
It is coming. I think they kind of thought that. Oh, there we go. So there it is, the U1 Garratt. That is the EP.
Big one, isn't it? And look at how many things they can pull.
Yeah, I mean, this is also an indication of the haulage power of this locomotive.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So, I mean, we had this with the Heljan LMS one. We actually ran out.
So many that it basically linked up at the back of itself.
Yeah. And the thing that we found was actually it would pull more than we physically had the track for it to pull.
This is ridiculous how many that's pulling. It's still going.
Hanning's Rest Mother Railway says, Accurascale sent me a message today saying my Andrew Barclay is due in the next few weeks. Really looking forward to them, actually. Right on Track says, good evening all, so I am late. Just got the child back from football training. So
That's almost a minute
so
that went on.
Could you... Oh, no, it's all right. It's fixed itself.
Yeah.
So Gandalf, I think, is needed. Gandalf, are you about?
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Awesome Brick says, what about a U2 next for the Irish market? I'm sorry, but they still haven't found what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So is this another video?
This is a different video. Do you want to jump back?
So we're going to jump back, and we've got another video.
Get a nice
here.
look at the side of it as it's running.
It's
hypnotic.
lovely. Right, bear in mind that this isn't the finished livery.
No,
ignore
that
the
is
colours.
looking good.
So there we go. Brilliant. Thank you so much as well to Heljan for sending those videos to us. We do have a couple of images as well,
which will give us a better stable look at some of the shine.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring that up. So
this looks rather nice, actually.
It does. So the wheels are currently just bare metal. So you can see all the wheels are a cast metal with steel tyres on.
Yeah.
But this is an absolute beast of a locomotive. Largest locomotive to run in Britain, I believe. 2882. And essentially it was not unlike having 2 Robinson 8Ks back to back. A really, really incredible beast.
It's a weird thing though. It's got like
Mark Wilson asks, is Gandalf signing autographs at Gets? No, Gandalf is actually looking after the house. So he'll be peering, twitching with a curtain. Go, are they back yet? Are they back yet? Oh, they haven't left enough biscuits.
It's got 2 tenders. 2 tenders, no waiting.
Well, no, it's got 2 motor bogies. One's got the coal hopper in, and I think a water tank, and then the other one is just purely a water tank. So it does carry a lot of water, but I guess it uses them. J. Paul Anderson says, I have a DJH kit-built one. Very nice.
That is a nice looking thing.
Not So Salty Sea Dog says, it looks like Jenny is driving it. Why is it crashing and burning? Help, I can't stop it. So that really does look amazing with the Rapido dynamometer car straight behind it, actually.
Yeah.
I've got one of those. I found it again in my fiddle yard.
You are terrible for losing stuff in your
Oh.
fiddle yard.
DJK666 says, shall I bring biscuits on Sunday? I wouldn't say no, but
As long as you want Jen to follow you around
Yeah.
all day,
Hello,
like a
can I have
little
a biscuit?
puppy.
No, biscuits, biscuits. Yes, Joshua W56, Bayer Garratt, the U1. Flymer
quite
Chairman 1
something.
says, oh, right, Stefan Svensson says, I think you've mistaken me for some other Swedish guy.
Oh,
I thought Stefan Svensson was the editor of Modigliani's first
perhaps
magazine.
there's more than one person called Stefan Svensson.
Is it a common name in Sweden, perhaps? It's like John Smith over here. But so sorry. But just be know that you share your name with the incredibly talented Stefan Svensson. Mark Wilson says, what? 2 Swedish guys? That sounds like the start of a skit. 2 Swedish guys walk into a bar. One says to the other, "Saint Sweden, mate." Joshua W56 says, hey Flymer, I'm okay. My brother's birthday is in 3 days. I don't know, do we still sing happy birthday for people
do.
who are not in the stream?
Happy
Birthday to them.
Squash
It's
tomatoes
lots of
and
phlegm
stew.
and
bread and butter in the gutter.
Happy birthday to them.
you.
Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says, next we'll have ABBA. I do like ABBA. Can I just, and actually,
ABBA were damn good.
absolutely. I'm thinking actually maybe I should. I mean, I've had the autographed. I did meet Bruce Dickinson and Adrian Smith. It was great to have a chat with
He's
them.
the guy that was trying to chat someone up, wasn't he? And a guy called Martin came over.
No, this is your thing.
This is no John Wagner.
Yeah.
John Wagner. Or
I was telling a story here. Everybody's heard your John Wagner story.
I love
No,
it.
the Iron Man. I did meet Adrian Smith and Bruce Dickinson, but it's about time I changed that album cover. I might put ABBA up actually. The Visitors, very very good LP.
Sarah Davis says it's my birthday on Saturday. Turn half a century.
Well, you don't
Happy
look 50.
birthday
To you, you
Squash
live
tomatoes
in a
and
zoo.
stew.
You
Bread and
look
butter
like
in
a
the
monkey. And you smell like one too.
Happy birthday to you. I wasn't sure where you were going with that. I always worry about doing the look like a monkey one on the internet because, well, we don't
People
know what
always
people look like, and
Oh,
some
no,
people might say it's racist.
We've met Sarah Davis.
I know, but that's the thing. It's like, you know what the internet's like.
Iron Horse Railway says, you're at Gets to, Sarah. You at the Hilton. Stop rubbing it in, Iron Horse. Actually, no, you're not at the Hilton, are you? Ha-ha, so we can rub it in. Ha-ha-ha.
Yeah, we get to sleep in the bins outside the Hilton. It's brilliant.
Yes, we do. Yes, Warbler Productions. I do have the Duffy LP, which has Duffy leaning out of the Festinio Railway carriage number 20. Would be good in the attic. SHGP Media says, I'm a monkey and take offence.
Well,
if you
give it back then.
Yeah, if you take offence, then all you'll be left with is posts or something.
What are we on?
I don't know. Retro Rambles, I have. There's quite a few that you sometimes see at exhibitions. So I have seen them. Had a chat with them. Some very very talented modelers. Nomad Railway says had to shelve it as I needed to get to the pub by 5 p.m. I'll try again tomorrow. That seems like a worthy thing to do. Right. There's also been an announcement made by Accurascale. Very easy for some of these announcements to get buried. What with the climatical...
Which one do you want me to talk about?
The new announcement of the FCA bin liners. So
They've got some bin liners.
Yes, they've been down to the corner shop and got themselves some bin liners.
Oh my goodness!
So I'm going to bring it up.
Hey.
So here we are. This is off the Accurascale website.
This actually looks quite interesting.
Yeah, these are the wagons that a lot of places now they ship the waste out. Greater Manchester.
Accurascale, I really don't like that thing that pops up saying X, Y, and Z bought this thing.
Yeah, because when
I'm sorry, guys, but that.
So I'm sorry, you've just outed them to the wife. So yeah, when I bought something, it's not made up. It's the real people who bought stuff, because I bought something and it goes, Jennifer Kirk from Bolton has bought the, and it's like, shh, the cupboard monkey doesn't know about it. Can I just retrieve my Beverage of choice. Can of whoop-ass.
Not the bin liners I was thinking of, says RG Models. It would be amazing if they could do a double or scale bin liner and working. Like an actual one for lining bins, not this one.
Yeah. Wamgok says, maybe Getz won't be so crowded as Worley is onto. Of course, Worley, the genuine Worley, has moved now to Stapfold Barn. It's on the same weekend. And I suspect a lot of people might do both. And I suspect because of the parking issue at Milton Keynes and the MK Dons Arena, might find that Sunday's really busy at Getz and Saturday's really busy at the Stapfold show. I know that last year it was. I've never seen Getz so busy. It actually reached capacity over both days. So actually, anything that takes a little bit of that pressure off is probably as well. All right. I did notice a comment before, and I was going to answer it, and then the cupboard monkey interrupted me.
That's what
I've just remembered that I didn't answer it. Somebody asked what the grey locomotive is that's pulling the train. That's a mix of Network Southeast and Regional Railways Mark 1s. That's actually an Oxford Rail. Was it an N7? But it's in the original Great Eastern Railway wartime grey. It's a very grey. Must have been hell to keep clean. We've also got. I'm just going to bring back up one of the cameras, so you be ready.
I'm ready.
Also got.
What do you need me to be ready for?
To make sure that the camera did come up.
Oh,
so I've also got.
Jen, can I just point one thing out?
What?
You've selected a camera that's got no trains on it.
Patience, my angry little friend. Patience. I don't know. There's a Gronk just gone past. I don't know how delayed that is because the Gronk's just gone past. Oh no, the Gronk's over here. That's me hallucinating.
You're hallucinating Gronks again.
So we've got the Gronk Eagle in Network Southeast doing the rounds. I've just done a video actually doing a review on a new, really easy to fit Stay Alive. Now the Bachmann 08s are actually quite tricky to fit a Stay Alive to if you're not into doing a bit of surgery and a bit of soldering and stuff. But AE Models have got some really interesting just plug-in Stay Alives and nano decoders that are perfect. So I've just filmed a video. It's going out on Friday. That locomotive as well, very generously donated to the channel. I'm really sorry. I forget who donated what. But
what if you managed to forget this time?
Who sent in the Gronks? Yeah. Paul Murphy says, how is Jenny and Zoe keeping? We're doing all right, actually. Thanks. Overworked and underpaid. You know the usual.
Oh, yes.
RG Models 86. Get the trombone ready. Let's hope those bin liners don't turn out to be a load of rubbish. Hey. And yes, Worthington Model Railways, the yellow coaches. Right. They're an interesting bunch. Most of the coaches in that train are actually either model rail or model zone specials from back in the day. They're actually re-railing coaches. They'd go with the cranes. So there's 3 different Mark 1s. But then there's also a 50-foot Gresley coach. That was a model zone.
You love a 50-foot Gresley.
Just recently saw one go through Clark Railworks second hand, and it was I think it was like 80 quid for that coach. And it's like, what? Then behind it is a Satlink liveried Gov. That was one of the model rail special commissions. And up at the front, we've got an Accurascale N parts in olive green. I think that might have been their website exclusive. And then we've also got the Signal Box Construction crew coach as well in olive green.
My goodness. Right, Jen, I've got a question for you. Can you bring up this thing again? That wasn't the question. Mm-hmm. What's special about these? Because they're making a big thing about...
Well, it's super detailed. I mean, look at that. So they're a similar idea to... They're basically container flats.
Right.
So the idea behind these, and if you... there are at least 3 transfer stations that I can think of dotted around Manchester. There may actually be more, almost certainly more, but 3 that I know of. The one that that's probably we see a lot, if we catch the train down into Manchester, on the way down into Manchester, just past where Agecroft Colliery used to be, heading south, you'll see on your right-hand side the transfer station, and these wagons come and go.
Right.
And what they do is the actual demountable bodies. They're like they've got a forklift, and they can lift the entire body off, put it into the premises where it gets loaded with the stuff, and then it gets loaded back onto the thing.
So this is the actual the thing.
That's the wagon, and
that's
those.
That's not the wagon. That's the stuff that it's carrying.
Yeah, so it's
Right.
it's like a liner train, and you know they have like
Right.
freight from Freightliner, but they're carrying waste to places like landfill at. It used to be at Calvert. I don't know where they're going.
Sarah Davis says it's not a forklift; it's a telehandler.
Ooh, okay, yeah, it's a big yellow thingy.
Right, so
Brindle Heath, says
Right.
Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, and Pendleton. Yeah,
so that's
there's-
why they're making a big thing about the thing. I thought it was a new type of moulding or something. That they
yeah,
done, but no.
Gus Hadley, the lunatic from Ammo. Gronk it up, gronk it up,
Gronk
gronk it up, gronk it up.
Not
Hashtag
a
not a
cult.
cult for legal and tax purposes.
Although actually, to be honest with you, look at that frickin'
Do you mind? I haven't finished reading his comment. It says transfer station. We call them intermodal terminals. Yeah, these are a little bit different. They're waste transfer stations. So we do have intermodal terminals as well. But these are very specific ones. James Pets. Oh, we do approve. Hello, James. Great to see you. Hope you're well. I have a bin liner train in N-gauge, but the containers are so heavy that the locomotive can't pull it. You're
Wow.
not supposed to make them of depleted uranium. What have we told you about that?
To be honest with you, I am really, really interested in how they can make this, because look at the thinness of some of those pieces.
Yeah, and you know, it's one of the things actually. I've said this in interviews as well. I've asked a lot of manufacturers about this, about how the technology for making models is improving so rapidly that actually models like these wouldn't have been possible to make with this level of finesse.
Oh, good grief, no.
10 or 15 years ago. So we're actually, because of the way that the technology has moved on, we're getting models that wouldn't have been possible before.
This
Thank
stuff
you
is-
so
Oh,
much,
thank
JL
you.
Railways.
Thank
Incredibly
you.
kind of you donating $4.99 on the super chat. Says, hey Jenny and some and I think Jenny and I think it's
Hi, hey Jenny and some and everyone. Hope you're well. I'm super over the moon because I got a Lock Sound 5 decoder with a speaker for my EWS class 37174. Very
Excellent.
nice.
So Lock Sound V5. Oh look, I've got one just hanging around here, just doing nothing.
So if you were to bring up the other new image camera,
The other
you
new
could show it in front of that.
Okay. So I'm
Providing
gonna
it works.
press the button. There we go.
Hit the lever.
Hit the lever. So there we
A
go.
little bit further away.
Ooh.
There we go. Now we can see it. Yes.
That's a Lock Sound V5. Anybody's wondering, that's faulty.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Somebody asked me to take a look at a locomotive, and that turned out to be faulty.
Right.
But I then fitted a new one in.
Well, that was good for Accurascale.
Yeah,
and from
JL Railways. I did suspect it meant Zoe. I think they've been messed about by the autocorrect. Go, no, I'm sure you meant bucket and spade. Yes.
Millennium Hand and Shrimp.
Yes.
Oh, Jenny, what's our contest today?
Oh yes, Model U are doing very generously a giveaway with us, and this is for a free scan and a subsequent printing of yourself in any scale up to and including O gauge. All you have to do is email the phrase that pays to zoe.robinson@gmail.com. The phrase that pays is gronk it up, and we'll just be pulling a name out of the hat. But don't worry if you don't win, because on their Facebook page and Instagram, Model U will be running pretty much the same competition from 8 o'clock. So basically,
we'll be,
2 bites of the cherry.
We'll be pulling a name out of the hat at 10 to 8.
So I'm just. Oh, there we go. We've got the class
Which means I'd
20.
better go and get the hat.
Yes, you had better. So there's the Gronk, by the way. You get a really good view of the Gronk. And we've got the 27 on the shuttle. It's just
Is it gronking it up?
Yes, it is.
Gronk
It up. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes. I'm going to press a button.
Suddenly the
then.
video is about a second behind the sound. That sounds about right.
Yes, that sounds
That
very...
sounds like YouTube.
Yes. And of course, yes, Flyman Chairman 1, thank you so much. Sharing the link to buying a mini me for your own layout. SHGP Media says confirm email again, please.
Zoe.robinson@gmail.com.
Yes, zoe.robinson@gmail.com.
Repeat that phrase.
Yes.
I think that's wrong.
Yes, something like that. Richard Gruter says the giveaway sounds like a big scam to me. Yes, it is. Yes. And if you want to get your money's worth, like take with you like a huge cardboard box and go, I want to be scanned holding this. And then it'll take lots of plastic resin to print it out. Just joking with you. Raymond Legg says, never ask a woman you don't know if she wants to see your Gronk. You get pepper spray. You've got to be careful, actually, because it turns out Gronk means something completely different in some countries. So for those of you watching in Australia, we're not being incredibly rude. In the UK, Gronk is a nickname for a Class 08 shunter. Also applies to like 09s, 10s, 11s, 12s. They all outwardly look the same. The same as this, I forget which class they are, but there's a whole load of them built for Victoria Railways in Australia as well, but to the wider gauge. And they're nicknamed Gronks because the sound they make when they trundle along is like Gronk, Gronk, Gronk. So it's not rude in the slightest, but just so that people know.
Jan.
Planes Trains UK says hello from Poland. Big hello to you. Great to see you. I hope you're well.
So you said it wasn't an insult, but that they all look the same to you. And you see why there's a problem here.
Oh, the irony. Paul O'Donovan says, email from Rails of Sheffield, Hornby TT120 sale up to 43% off. There's actually quite a few retailers doing this. Now, I have spoken to Hornby about this, and they said that just because Rails got in first, they actually broke the embargo. Naughty, naughty.
Naughty Rails.
But this is actually a celebration of a 2-year anniversary of TT120. So essentially, they're putting something back into the community. So a lot of retailers are offering this. And I believe TMC will have a selection of these sale items on their stand at the Great Electric Train Show, where you can also see the Cupboard Monkey and I, because we'll be doing live streams, interviews and such like all through the weekend.
Yeah, you can see that we are real.
You can come and see, effectively, the Monday Club's big weekend outing live on tour, and watch us record this dross. But also, hopefully, we're going to get a good selection of exclusive interviews. So Howard Smith, I'm told, from TMC is lining a load of people up. So we might even get Backman on. And I'm really excited, actually, about that prospect. To the point where I'm going to say to Howard, I say, you need to trap Richard Proudman on something sticky and wheel him in, because I really want to
Get him
interview.
in a pokeball if you need to.
Yes. Yes. Hello, you appear to be stuck to a wheeled trolley. It's like, yes, and they said they wouldn't peel me off until I talked to you. Okay. Right. SHGP Media says, I did see someone, no names, post about the sale the night before Rails announced it, and they weren't Rails. Ooh, so actually, I was told that they might have, but if somebody else had done it, it might have been leaking like a sieve. James Petts says, put Mr. Backman in a giant butterfly net. Have you got... So there, no, this isn't Quacky Ducky. This is Ed the Ducky. So clearly, Ed the Ducky is some kind of, I think he's the brother of Quacky Ducky or the uncle.
I'll have you know I'm a TV celebrity.
Yeah, I used to be somebody.
I was big in the 90s.
Mark Wilson
bit.
says, Peachy did a great video on the TT120 reductions before people assumed it was a fire sale, which it isn't a fire sale. No, it's basically saying thank you for supporting the scale.
Yeah.
2-year anniversary. So they're doing a sale. It's a great way of actually saying thank you to the community, because what better way of doing it than going, here you are, have some models cheap.
And I saw one, a Gronk. TT120 Gronk for 100 quid. So I almost bought one.
Oh, that's tempting, actually.
Yes, it is.
Xantex has just reordered 50 quids of transfers. Watch the others turn you now. Oh. Yeah, Harrick says lots of sales, speaking in Peachy's interview. Yeah, there's a lot of good sales on at the moment. Of course, TMC at their stand will have a whole bargain selection, as well as the usual stuff, such as the custom graffiti wagons. So worth checking out. You can also see us recording our live streams, doing our interviews live. And we will have a load of the Monday Club badges, which they're £5 each. You can buy them through the link online. You have to pay postage as well, but we will have them in person. Anybody who wants to buy them, just come up, say hello, and let it be known. And they do open up a whole bunch of exclusive discounts for shopping in person, not just at shows, but at shops as well. TMC are participating. War World Scenics as well, and West Hill Wagon Works on orders over £20. So if you're a big spender at West Hill Wagon Works, it's actually worth your while to buy a Monday Club pin badge before you do so, because you probably save more than what the pin badge would cost you. So we might get a run on that, where if word gets around, people go, here you got a thing that gets me a decent bargain at West Hill Wagon Works. Oh, you mean the Monday Club pin badge? Yeah, whatever it is, I don't care, just give me one.
Don't be like that, please.
Yeah, there are. I don't know which other. There may be other retailers there as well that give you a discount. But they're the three which I know who are retaining. Model U. I think. Do check in advance, like, because if you go, Monday Club discount, look, and they go, that was last week, not this week. So do ask in advance. But yeah, definitely be wearing my pin badge. Says DJK666. Excellent. Wear it with pride. Flash it around. And don't forget, tell everybody what it is and what it gets you, and where they can get one as well. Because once we sell out these, we're going to change the colour for the next batch.
Yeah. She won't let me make the next one pink.
Richard Grutus has
4 minutes left for the Gronk It Up thing for Model
Tim
U.
Davis, the London Cheesehead. I like that. Cheesy does it. Says, hello everyone, sorry I'm late.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
So 4 minutes left on
right.
the Model U contest.
Right on track. It says, Model U don't actually have any stock this weekend, so unable to do the offer. Sorry.
There you are.
I wasn't 100% certain, but look, thanks for letting us know. And Andy Fryer's Junction says pin badges can be used at Sawyer's Models at Worley this weekend as well.
There you go.
So it's not just at Getz. But if you're needing to buy one to go and do the 2 shows, then you'll have to
Please
do them.
make sure you order them by Wednesday. We send them on second class.
Or come to Getz first, buy it from us there, and then do the Worley show on the Sunday, and then you can keep using it there. SHGP Media says, I emailed Gronk. Do you want me to email again?
Oh,
No.
don't worry about it. I'll stick it in the hat anyway.
You're in the hat.
Yeah, name's actually literally just about to go in the hat, so don't worry.
And Castle Hill Light Railway says, yes, my badge is loaded up ready. Sorry, forgot to say evening all. Don't worry. Worthington Model Railway asks, what's the link for the pin badge? I don't if somebody's able to post the link in the chat. I think it'll have to be one of the moderators, because the Monkey of Cupboardness is currently...
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Maverick has emailed saying, would it be possible to get a scan from Model U in a disability scooter?
I don't know, we can ask.
Because that would be quite an interesting... I don't think I've ever seen a scale model of someone in a disability scooter.
As long as it'll fit in the scan booth, I don't see why not, because they can scan you.
They can get right down the floor because your feet are in the scan.
Yeah. So there is somebody from Model U in. Is it right on track? do let us know actually whether a mobility scooter is able to be scanned in your booth. I'm going to say as long as it fits in the booth, I wouldn't say not. And Sarah Davis actually says, I've got someone in a scooter from West Hill Wagon Works. It's tiny in N gauge.
I bet it is.
Yeah. Charlie Chimp says, hey Jen, have you and Zoe had your winter jabs yet? Had ours on Saturday.
Mine's on Wednesday.
She's having hers on Wednesday.
Nice.
Right. Timbersurf says West Hill Wagon Works do a scooter, so you just need to sit on a chair. So that could be another way to do it. Right on Track says we have done disability scooters, but not that they have been willing to add to the range.
Fair enough.
I think some people, they want one for themselves, but not necessarily comfortable having it on general order, I guess.
I can understand
That's
why,
absolutely
yes.
fine. But yeah, so looks like yes.
Excellent.
I suppose the only caveat is as long as it fits in the scanning booth, then yes, absolutely fine.
Well, if I fit in the scanning booth, anyone can.
So there we go. For Andy Fryer's Junction says, Rob, our staff member, will be wearing his pin badge to remind everyone to use their pin badge. Boom!
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Okay, we're going to close the contest to entries in 1 minute.
Can I also say, if you don't win, then Model U are also running from, I think they said from 8 o'clock. So basically, in 10 minutes, they're running essentially the same competition on their Facebook and Instagram. So there is another way to get in there as well. But they do have a huge following on both of those. So expect some stiff competition. Mav Pulther Thraig says, Zoe, you haven't seen me before. Don't bang on it. Waiting, watching, gronking.
Don't knock the hat.
Oh, sorry. Evening all Monday clubbers, says Name a Gamer YT.
A Monday clubber is never late, Total Wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
You're welcome.
So, have we done all the news whilst you're just finishing
I
that?
don't know. We've done Heljan and Accurascale, but I don't know about anyone else.
Let's have a look.
So,
oh my word. Mark Wilson. Mark Wilson has very, very kindly sent £20 on the PayPal.me.
Thank you so
Says for
much,
2
man.
coffees and 2 cakes at Get.
Oh, thank you.
Be careful. The cupboard monkey will be like, we'll get there and go, right, where's my coffee and cakes? Mark Wilson said we can have cake and coffee.
I wouldn't do it like that. My grin would be even more creepy than that.
No, basically, I just get a phone call. I'll just get a phone
That would be
call
how I did it.
saying, Jen, I'm in the cafe with 2 coffees and 2 cakes. Could you come and pay for them?
Right, I'm going to say now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. The contest is now closed. So if you've got an email sent in, I will have it. But no more, please, because that is it.
SHGP Media says, isn't 2 coffee and cakes more than 20 quid it gets? Yeah, but there is an Asda next door, so you don't have to spend huge amounts. You just have to plan in advance.
Remember last year, everyone just kept looking at me like, where the hell did you get
you turned up. You turned up with a pack of pint glasses and Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear. Thunder Gronks at Go, says Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase.
I had the best time at Gets last year.
You did, rather. Oh, thank you so much. 156 Andrew Shortbread Express has very kindly sent £2 on the super chat. Thank you so much. Says, sorry, I won't be at Gets. Spread the shortbread. Oh, and I know it is expensive and it can be awkward to get to.
It's never awkward for me. I just get in a car.
Yeah, you just fall asleep and when you wake up, we're there.
Okay, Jen.
Yes?
I'm just doing the final check to make sure that we haven't missed anyone out. And then we will be doing this.
Ben Tullett says, don't tell Gandalf about cakes. Woo-woo. B. Mozza says, Accurascale UK 2 hours ago. Considering how much you enjoyed last week's announcement of an announcement, how about another one? Tune in tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
What are you doing to us?
Yeah. Yaharik says Bachmann was showing their new 009 coaches and wagons at Folkestone last weekend. And of course, yes, there was also the Rapido event, and they had a lot of EPs and 3D print actually of the 483 class that they've just announced, which looks really, really good. We weren't able to go because Rapido were in Kent, which is at the other end of the country from us. So it's quite an epic thing.
You've got to show that we have got all the names in there.
There
are names in the hat.
Not as many as I thought. So a lot of people gone. Nah.
There's a fair amount in there, actually.
So this is generously provided by Model U for the giveaway, and they of course can be found at a Great Electric Trade Show. They won't have stock with them, but I am told somebody said that they do have their scanning booth with them. This competition very, very generously, the prize is a free scan and a 3D print of yourself in any scale up to and including O gauge. So I'm going to...
So pretty much any scale that you might be wanting to model, really, realistically.
So...
Who is it?
And don't forget that if you don't win, Model U are running pretty much the same competition. The phrase that pays for that is not gronk it up, so do read the rules. So you will get another go if you really, really want to on either Model U's Facebook page or Instagram. But I have here the person for whom the phrase did pay. Drum roll, please. Okay, end the drum roll. Can we have the tumble of clowns, please? The winner of the free scan at Model U and the printing of the figure in any scale up to and including O gauge is none other than SHGP Media. So well done, SHGP Media. We'll be sorting that out with you, but what happened to Jenny's noise-making machine?
Okay, this is what happened. I converted the websites from HTML to secure HTML, so HTTP to HTTPS. And it broke. And all I have to do now is essentially either recode it in JavaScript or do some PHP or something to make it play sounds. And I never got round to it.
Oh, that's a shame. I missed being able to create the tumble of clowns.
Yeah.
And the legendary echoey Gandalf.
Gandalf over the tannoy.
Yes. So SHGP Media says, "Yay! I won something." Ben Tullett says, "Well done, SHGP Media." Ruben Ashwell says as well. CP Mother says, "Guru just found out why my YouTube was blurry. Apparently, YouTube decided they really wanted to watch us in the lowest possible quality."
Oh, for that proper 80s classic look.
LTD Limited says, "Hey Jenny, will you be attending GET?"
Oh yes, we'll be there.
We are embedded with TMC, the Model Centre.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing interviews all through the weekend. So you can come down and basically watch the Monday Club's big Saturday and Sunday outings live. Or you can tune into us through the YouTube channel as well. We're being hosted by TMC, the Model Centre, who will also have a selection of TT120 bargains for sale on their stand. And also the custom graffiti wagons. These always prove very, very popular. Each one is completely unique. And they will also have a bargain section as well. Excellent. Which means that you can check out some of the great deals that they're also offering through their website. And they're also going to be giving out discount vouchers, which could be used on the stand throughout the weekend. Nice. Or indeed will be valid for up to a month for use on their website. So well worth coming and checking out. And of course, we will be selling Monday Club badges for as long as they hold out. I'm hoping they go quite quickly.
We haven't got many left.
£5 each, and they open up a wealth of discounts. So if you're planning on doing a big spend somewhere like West Hill Wagon Works or War World Scenics or TMC the Model Centre and a host of other retailers as well, then you gain access to discounts that could potentially be more. You could save more money than the badge costs. So get that word out there, because I really want to do them in a different colour.
You just want to sell them out so you can see you didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Worthington Model Railway and Wamcock, thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys. I hope you have a great night and see you later.
Look, take care. We do know it is a school night. So, also, I need to actually speak with some retailers in the US and maybe Australia as well. And we'll see if we can open up benefits for some of our Monday clubbers overseas as well.
Can I just jump in there? We've got a question here from Ben Tullett who says, what was the fault with the layout last week and did you figure it out?
Yes, I did, and I'm trying to remember what the fault was. Was that it was for some reason there was a set of point blades.
Oh yes,
that was set the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I don't know why or how, but it was. So what I did was I boot the layout up with me pushing the point blades over slightly, and then pressed the trigger to change the point, and everything worked.
DJ K666 says he's easy to spot at Gets because there's not many evil-looking heavy metal types around who aren't Iron Horse.
Yeah.
Iron Horse, I am going to chase you around Gets until you sign that book called Iron Horse.
Midland Train Spotter says, I hope to get courage to come up to you both and buy a badge. Although we're very friendly. We don't bite. Well,
yes, you do.
No, I don't. Well, only if I think you made a cake. But yeah, look, just come on up, and either that or what we'll do is we will brief TMC so that people can surreptitiously just buy them from TMC. Right. Okay. Right. Come on, Ed. There you go. You're resting.
You
now.
Killed the illusion.
Yes. Ed the duck is resting now. In the toaster.
No, give him here.
What?
Give him here so I can put him properly.
Yoink.
Rest
Olay.
in the proper toaster position. Give me the frickin' duck.
Okay.
Now there's a phrase you bet you didn't expect to hear tonight.
And don't worry, I will not be giving this to the cupboard monkey.
I've already got one.
That's actually a bit cruel putting it. Hold on.
Ed's resting on bread.
Right. Yeah, okay. Now.
Ed's on bread.
Yeah. What is this? This some kind of hip new drug the kids are doing?
Yeah.
Andy Fryers Junction says, for those attending Worley, we are stand at R10. Remember your pin badges. I don't know, Thunderbolt models might be there. That's another one of the retailers. There's actually quite a few. If you check the website, then we've got a full list up. There are quite a few.
Jen, have you heard about this new thing that the kids are all into? They're getting coloured paper and putting it all around.
Oh, they're calling it wrapping.
You jumped in before the bit.
You ruined my joke earlier today, so I thought I'd repay the
They're covering musical scores in coloured paper. They're calling it wrapping.
Right on Track says, having some technical difficulties with the Model U socials promo will be on there soon, so do look out for that. It will be coming up. So anybody who isn't SHGP Media and wants another go at winning that very generous offer provided by Model U, then that's somewhere. Keep an eye on their Facebook page and their Instagram page, and it'll give you the details.
Instant grand, just add water.
Neil Dan says, can't find those pin badges anywhere. Please help. Can we just post a link?
Yeah.
It's actually, the link is right up there at the top, but I don't know if on all platforms that is hold on, if
I'm just grabbing the thing.
I don't know if people are watching on a TV, will that actually be there? I
don't, probably not.
So we're just going to put it in the chat.
Get your pin badges at
Flymo Chairman 1 says, see if this works. Thunderbolt models, extra 5%. War World Scenics, extra 10%. Sawyer's models, extra 5%. West Hill Wagon Works, extra 10% on orders over £20. TMC, extra 2.5%. Nwins 3D, offering extra 10%. And there's also a Model Rail Club that's offering, I think it's a 20% discount for attending, if you're attending their exhibition. I think the details are on the page. I will have a whiz around at TMC. So just give them a discount. When we're at Gets, I will have a whip around and see if any other retailers are interested in joining the scheme. If I do get more retailers to join, then we will add those details to the website.
She says we, but what she'll actually do is tell me to do it.
Chris Bishop says, can we throw you a few model shop names to work your charm on to add to the Monday Club discount list. All I'll say is just
Don't badger people.
Yeah, don't badger them. But if you ask the model shop to say, I don't know, would you be looking to join the scheme, then have them get in contact with us. I there are a few that I'd love to. I don't want to make people feel pressured. I think that's completely wrong. So I'm not going to name any names. I have contacted quite a few.
And some of them even managed to
some of them
reply.
actually, yeah, some of them actually did type "get lost." No, they didn't. Actually, no. Everybody who's replied has been very polite. They've either joined the scheme or said no. And actually, in fairness, the ones that have replied and said no aren't members of any other scheme. They're basically like we you know when if we join one, we have to join them all, so we're not going to, and that's fine.
People are allowed to say no to things. I think.
Yeah.
As a culture, we've kind of lost that over time, and I don't think it's a good thing.
Flymo Chairman one there has put at Oakhampton Model Railway Exhibition 20% off entrance price too. So that's there. Nick at Bletchner High Level says my pin badge is firmly secured to the front of my cap. You can't miss it. Not Lobia Model World. Les has been released from the modelling dungeon. Yes, we will also save you a badge, Les, so don't worry about it. It's up the weekend after, because Les and I are actually taking the Four Seasons layout to the LNY DCC event at Burnley, Masonic Hall.
And if she's very good, Les will bring her back.
Yeah. Also, I think Mark Wilson was asking, saying tap up Hornby. I think he means see if they'll add to the discount. I will inquire, but
expect them to be one of the ones that does a polite no.
I suspect that Hornby won't, because they. I'm not aware of them being part of any other scheme, and to be honest, I know that a lot of manufacturers. Probably wouldn't join schemes like that because it can annoy some of the retailers if they're seen to be giving out discounts that potentially undercut what their retailer base are selling at. So
I still have the Release Les placard.
Oh, Mark Wilson, we need a photo of that.
I love it.
Oh, actually, we need a photo of Les standing up against a white wall. Holding the placard.
We need to model you with Les holding the Release Les placard.
Richard Gruter says, does the Four Seasons layout play Frankie Valli songs? Actually, I tell you, one of my favourite songs is The Night by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. It's such a great song. But I'm not a big fan of any of the other stuff they do. But didn't Frankie Valli do the theme song to Grease? Grease is the word.
That's a good song.
Chris Bishop says, I've got to wait for Hornby to get my to get out of my bad books before any more money is sent their way. Ooh. James Petts, though, says the Four Seasons layout should play Vivaldi. It could do it briefly, but I think it would get very annoying for not just the operators, but for people who have got stands alongside. you know, if you're ever at a model rail exhibition and you're next to a diesel depot where they've got about a dozen diesel locomotives all ticking over and they never do anything, and it's just monotonous drone. After a while, you just want to go and put a 50p piece across the track when they're not looking to short it all out.
You know what? I'm so glad I'm deaf, because I don't get any of that.
Midland Train Spotter says, how do I gather inspiration for building my layout?
That's actually a really good question.
I think actually one of the best things to do is just go and look at pictures online. And also, Wikipedia can be quite good for pointing you in the direction of some interesting places. It's all right, Cupboard Monkey. I still have a can of whoopity-doo.
I'm gonna go and get a drink, and I'll be back.
Okay. I'll be Mozart if you'll be back.
If it plays Vivaldi's Four Seasons, anyone on Universal Credit will have PTSD.
Oh God!
It's the DWP's go-to track.
Yeah, but they've only sprung for like about 30 seconds.
Oh, you can't be spending more.
Yes. James Pett says, I'm planning on building an exhibition layout with automated station announcements. Will you be recording them yourself? Because I do think you have a nice posh speaking voice. I think you'll do a good job. Yes.
Also, James Pett has been doing some very interesting videos for, what was it, the Institute of Liberal something?
Oh.
And they're quite informative.
Oh, right. So what on the topic of what? Not model railways?
No, it's a different thing. And it was quite informative. It was good to see.
James Pett says, I have already recorded the automated station announcements for my home layout.
Excellent.
Yes, James Pett says, the Institute for Liberal Values.
That's the one.
There we are.
Yes.
Critical thinking.
Yeah, they were actually quite good. I like them.
See, I did a degree in philosophy, and that does teach you critical thinking.
It also teaches you
That's
how
why
to
I
say,
argue.
would you like fries with that?
No, it's why I argue with everybody. Mark Wilson says, Midland train spotter, my advice, what it's worth, model what you remember if you're a train spotter. And I think as well, there are some, they're out of reach at the moment, I've got them downstairs, but there's some really great books out there which are collections of old photographs. Is it Mac Hawkins, Then and Now, The Great Central Railway? And ironically, the book was published, I think, in the early 1990s. So the now pictures are probably as out of date as the then pictures were then, if you know what I mean. So, it's been like 30 years. Whereas 30 years back from when Mac Hawkins was taking his pictures for the now, the Great Central Railway was actually running. It's mind-numbing how quick time goes past. There's a lovely Lancashire and LMS one as well, which I've got, which has got some particularly inspiring stuff. But have a read around on Wikipedia, and sometimes you can get lost on there, but you can follow the links. If you see an interesting photograph, look it up on Wikipedia, read more about it, and you can find some really interesting stuff. And I've come across some incredible little railway backwaters that really do tickle the inspiration. And you've kind of got to decide, like, what am I looking for? Do I want a mainline station? Do I want like a little branch line backwater? You kind of start to get a sense, if you read around, look at pictures, of what you really want to model. And you'll see features and you think, I want to include that in my layout. So all the layouts that I've built incorporate things, usually from the real world, either from photographs or what I've physically seen with my own eyes. And I think I want to incorporate something like that on my layout. So Weir Yard is inspired by passing Tyne Yard when I used to commute to work. When I worked for the Department for Constitutional Affairs, yes, I did work at the combined courts down at Newcastle Quayside. So all very interesting. But I used to love the commute going into Newcastle Central Station. And Tyne Yard, always great inspiration. That was before they demolished the tower. And it was just really interesting to me. But also Trafford Park, my Grove Street yard layout incorporated elements from all over Trafford Park, as was, and that place fascinated me. DJK666 says, one layout I want to build is Shoreham by Sea on the West Coastway line. Peachy TT120 says, is Richard Watson in the house? I haven't seen him. Is he going to spill the beans on the TT120 Deltic? He won't even tell me. I mean, I get press releases in advance from Rapido, from Hornby, from Heljan, but I don't get. Well, I get K. I know what KR models are announcing in advance as well, but even though I know Richard Watson very well, he still won't tell me in advance. So if Fran and the boys are watching, Richard Watson, very good at keeping secrets because he doesn't let anything slip. And believe me, I am pumping him for information. Daz Faulkner, great to see you. Hope you are well. Darren J. Mould, great to see you too. Unfortunately, Gandalf has plodded off downstairs. I think he thinks that Zoe the monkey is going to feed him. Warbler Production says Grove Street Yard has changed slightly. It's now called Birchley Yards and has a Doctor Who scene being filmed on it. I can never remember, and I'm really sorry, I never remember what it's now called. To me, it's always in my head Grove Street Yard, which was actually named after a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grove Street, where the main protagonist, his family home was. Madden Steam Railway says, I'm trying to get Gauge Master to do a special edition that is close to them. I'm trying to get them to do a special edition of the trains on the Folks Railway on the shore at Brighton. That is a bit niche, though. That's the only thing. Fly My Chairman 1 says, we got a nice view of Ellis Clark's new quad art set last night on John JMC, the guru of sound. Live stream, very nice indeed. Of course, yes. Timbersurf says, I was in the Daypole shop today. They have lots of seconds at bargain prices. Also, broken semaphore signals for a £5 if you think you can fix them, or mega bargain if you don't want them to work. Actually, at a £5, just grab them all. That's actually a really good price, because even if they don't work, as long as they look complete, then that's better. That's cheaper and better than ratio signal kit. So yeah. And Mark Wilson, the waxer of the DeLorean, says, Richard Watson, hang on, I'll knock on his door, see if he's in. Yeah, do that. Rob says, the great train show weekend, everyone should be good. Also, we've had a few late arrivals, Gandalf. He went downstairs because he thought the monkey might be feeding him cake and biscuits.
I did.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Timbersurf says, just send me £1 for each one you buy. They're a bit far. We have been over there. We did film over at the shop. We've been twice, actually.
Where?
Daypole.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did a lovely video. I was really proud of that video.
Yeah, the behind the scenes. One of our best
made
videos.
in Britain.
Yes.
I like that one.
RG Models 86 and seeing Heljan Garratt made me wish Bachmann would announce 009 Garratts. Now, I have no inside knowledge on this, but I have heard rumours, and you know what rumours are like in this business. They grow an extra leg every time, so it's almost like the human centipede by the time.
Hey, don't look that up. Don't look it up.
Yeah, do not Google that. But I am told that Bachmann scanned everything at the Festiniog Railway and the Welsh Highland Railway. I don't know whether this is a cunning plan. Apparently the sound has just dropped. Did you bump the control panel? I don't know. No, we're still.
No, it's all there.
Well, no, maybe you bumped your control panel. But no, I'm told that they scanned everything.
Sound is lowered.
I don't know why it's lowered.
It does look like it's actually gone down a bit. Yeah. Let me turn this up.
Wiven Model Railway says, evening everyone, I'm late.
Yeah, there's something wrong there. Look at that.
But are we that's weird. Have you touched something? Yeah, everybody's saying
test.
Did you catch the one at the extreme right? I don't know what
I may have, yeah.
I don't know what. Oh, we just got in the reds there. So I don't know. Have you? I think she did knock something.
I must have knocked something. How's that?
Everybody's saying that's loud now. That's better. So now it's very loud. So
okay.
Yeah, we're going right up towards the reds. I don't know what. She's knocked a little dial on the right-hand side of the sound desk that we never touch, so I have no idea what it does. Mark Wilson says, Billy's replacement speakers! Yeah, but turn it up to 11. You know what I mean? It's like one louder than everything else. So everyone... Yeah,
everyone said, that was loud, and everyone else said, sounds fine.
Yeah, all the granddads at the back go, what? Turn it up! As their glasses shatter.
Yeah, I must have caught the main loop basically.
I think that's the main output feed.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yes. Don't hit the lever.
You saw an advert for a smart mic that automatically keeps your voice at a good level. Whew.
Can I just say, actually, that
Jen would have it broken in 20 minutes.
Can I just say that our microphone wasn't far off the £300 mark?
No, it wasn't.
We've actually got a proper Behringer condenser mic, like the full deal. In fact, we don't normally get to show people
The weird setup that we've got.
So I'm going to press the button. Let's see if it comes up. So this is our microphone. If anybody's wondering, it's...
Yeah, bearing a mic.
And
And it goes into this sound desk that's just here.
Yeah, so there's a sound desk over there.
Just ignore the fact that it's got bits of rust and dust on it. We do.
That's weathering powder.
Yes, I know it is. We do dust. That's weathering powder.
Yes, James Pets, that is a proper broadcast quality microphone.
And then I kind of just jimmied a webcam on top of it.
Can I just say, I used to work in radio, so these are exactly the same as what we used to have in the radio studios.
Yeah.
And then
The similarity
that's
is
the monkey.
Yeah, have you got a monkey in your cupboard?
No, thankfully not. Yes, we had Rent-A-Kill out to sort that little mischief. So there we go. Right.
No, that's the thing. The dust and the rust aren't actually dust and rust. They're weathering powders that just went everywhere.
Phil Yates says, have used similar for amateur radio. Yeah, I think actually it's not...
Birmingham is a standard.
To be honest, from my memory, they're pretty much like the ones that were at the BBC in Manchester.
The only difference I can see is the colour, because the ones that are on Radio 5 when I was there, they're black, and they've got BBC Radio 5 actually printed onto the pop guard.
Right, yeah, that's because they do a lot of like live streams and webcams from the studio.
Which is so weird, because here's the thing.
Thankfully, when I worked in radio, we didn't have to put up with it. I remember it being a novelty. Occasionally they'd have a webcam, and it was basically to take a photograph every 3 minutes or something.
Something like that. I remember those. But here's the thing. When I was at Radio 5, I knew there were webcams in the room. I could not see them.
Yes.
They were hidden.
Pick your nose at your peril. But no, I mean, but I can remember you never went into BBC Manchester Oxford Road. You only
Not in Oxford Road, no. I was at Major City.
See, I mean, the funny thing is, I've never been into Media City, but I have been into Oxford Road so many times back in the day when I was the lead researcher for the aviation journalist Chris Yates. We practically lived there. I was on first name terms with Gordon Burns because we used to have to move him because where they had the remote camera, or the TARDIS as it was nicknamed, it was like this big, it was a camera on top of this great big TARDIS with screens and all sorts. And you went and sat on Gordon Burns' desk to be at the right height for the camera, and then the camera was controlled remotely from the gallery down in London. Or indeed wherever they were connecting to. So we used to have to turf Gordon Burns out. And he'd always sort of sit to one side sulking because he only did local news. And like here was somebody who was like doing an interview to BBC News 24.
I would not be sulking. If I was him, I would have been doing this off the side, making funny faces.
Oh wow, Valley's 56XX says, I've tested the mics in Studio 2 at Abbey Road.
That's the studio the Beatles used, isn't it?
That is hallowed ground. More than just the Beatles. I mean, thinking about who else has recorded there. David Bowie,
Pink Floyd,
Kate Bush. Oh, we're not worthy. We're scum. We suck.
Weren't Pink Floyd recording Dark Side of the Moon while the Beatles were recording an album? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, because the Beatles
would have finished, so they'd have been... they'd have been recording
Let It Be came out in 1970? Was it 69 or 70?
So they'd have been either recording Pipe at the Gates of Dawn or Saucer Full of Secrets?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know they chose to go with EMI out for the range of options they had.
Because they were on the Harvest label, which was a subset.
Yeah, because they said, let's be on the same label as the Beatles. I remember that.
Yeah, it seems legit. Oswestry Road TMD says, hi Jenny and Zoe, hope you are both well. Really? Yeah, we're doing alright actually.
What's that noise?
Fireworks.
Fireworks, okay. I thought for a second that something was going wrong with the
Yeah, Marcus Muggins. Dark Side of the Moon was released in 73.
Ah.
So I think Andy Fryer's Junction says, I've met Pink Floyd's Nick Mason and his family several times.
Fantastic.
Funny enough, actually, the journalist that I was the lead researcher for, he actually interviewed Nick Mason because Nick Mason's other hobby is collecting like race cars.
Wow.
He's into like fast race cars and stuff. And Chris Yates actually interviewed him for, I think it was Autocar magazine or something, about his car hobby, which was like very surreal.
Jen, just before we go on to the videos,
Yes.
I've got to ask one thing.
Yes.
Was it you that got runway side at Manchester Airport in a truck?
It wasn't Manchester Airport. It was Leeds Bradford Airport.
That's it, because I remember seeing that on the news.
Yeah, I've done investigative journalism, and I've done stuff out, exposés and stuff. We did all sorts.
I just
but
remember that. It's like, how the hell did that person get
somewhere I've got a photograph of. I don't normally take selfies, but it's a selfie of me stood next to a large unmarked 18-ton lorry next to the fuel farm at Leeds Bradford. Nobody else around, and it's like, oh.
You could have done anything, and that's a dangerous thing.
But I didn't. I was there.
Well, no, that's the point.
I was there to show how bad the security was.
Yeah. Right. So we've got the first of our videos for tonight.
Oh, Andy Fryer's Junction says, Nick Mason is a member of our race club, the Vintage Sports Car Club. I've also sat in a few of his cars.
Oh, nice.
Well, I'm so jealous. Oh, next time you see him, say, you won't know who this loser is, but Jenny would love to come and meet you. What?
I'm interested. I was once asked at a live gig to turn my drums down. How?
So, what was this person smoking?
Can you just turn the drums down? Come on, man.
I mean, I can remember a long time ago. I can't even remember the name of the program, but I was at Cumbria Steam Fair. My dad and I, we were actually running his miniature Garratt on the Friday, and they turned up to film a thing for Granada TV.
Crime Watch, wasn't it?
And we were just playing about. So ours was in Steam, and none of the others were. And the director, after we'd filmed a load of stuff, and we actually taught I forget his name now. Fred Talbot. Used to do the weather map. Now doing a little bit of Quality Time somewhere. But
at His Majesty's pleasure.
Yeah, he might be out by now. But
doubt it.
So we did a lot of the B-roll footage because ours was in Steam, and the director was like, oh, "Can you just get these other ones started up?" And it's like, you have no idea how long a steam engine takes to start up. Right, Andy Fryer's Junction says, I'll see him at Silverstone next April and part of the Orange Army, the Marshals. Who is? Oh. Sir, we salute you.
Absolute salute.
Wow, I didn't know you were into doing that. Oh,
Jen's
wow.
other hobby is Formula One. She loves
when they hit, can I just say, and like I know we're like off piste now. It's like the piste is over there, but I kind of lost interest in Formula One when they hid it behind a paywall. But I've got a collection of probably about 200 classic Grand Prix that I can watch at leisure, recorded in
She's
full,
got a brand new
live
combine
at the
harvester.
time. Mark Wilson asked, did Fred Talbot fall in the Thames? No, it was...
It wasn't the Thames.
It was the dock, Albert Dock in Liverpool. And do you remember when they because they used to film it live, they had a streaker, jump in, swim out, absolutely starkers, and climb on the map with him.
Yep.
And they did not know what to do. Ooh, putting in a turntable.
Yes. So I've been trying for the last 10 minutes to get Jen to stop
Well,
so I can explain
clearly
this.
you weren't
this
trying
is
hard.
And he's building an incline to a coal drop and installing a Pico turntable.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's got text on the screen. So I'm going to move the Jenny cam.
Right. Oh,
Also, don't look that up on the internet either.
What, Jenny cam?
Yeah, she went a bit exhibitionist at the end. So this is interesting. A little bit of dry brush highlighting.
Interesting.
This is the kind of technique that I use for highlighting bits of terrain on my
and
Warhammer
this is
stuff.
like because with rocks, this is working really well. So it's like highlighting the rocks and stuff through.
That is really cool. So we'll jump it on. We'll see how he gets on with it.
Nigel Cole says, ironically, the reverse side of the moon isn't actually dark. Oh, I like this.
Yes. So now he's got the highlights on. I'm assuming he's
like
let
a
it dry for a
dabbing.
bit. Yeah. Yeah. Once dry. So he's got essentially.
It's like a very, very water. It's almost like it's what you cleaned your paintbrushes in. You're just dipping over.
It's like a weathering wash.
Yeah. Never underestimate how useful the dirty water from cleaning your paintbrushes is. So is this for the static grass? Is this the basing spray for the static grass? Or is something else going on?
I'm not sure. He seems to be making waves.
Yeah, this is the basing
this is for the static grass.
Yeah. And one of the things that I do...
the moon is not hollow.
It's made of cheese.
We all know it's cheese all the way down.
Right. I was about to say I always put a layer of like sand or grit, and there it is. But so that's gone straight over the basing spray. Right, because normally I'd put that down, let it dry, and then the basing spray, the basing glue would go over the top of that. But this is, I suppose, looking for a much rockier type of outcrop. Now, this really fine scatter is great. I tend to use at least 3 different shades of green. I've got like a very light, almost like an algae green. I've then got an olive green, and I use a very dark green as well.
I've got a load of short stuff, short grass that I got from Warworld Scenics at an event, and I still have to use. I need to finish off my N-gauge box file layout, and I need to make a proper battle board for my war games.
So I mean that's actually come together
that
really
looks
nicely.
Really good, yeah.
He's doing different because
That's exactly what you need.
I would use a little bit more of the Waterworld Scenics layering spray, but actually no, you spraying it with water a bit of washing liquid,
water and washing up liquid,
watered down PVA. Yeah, that works as well because it's not actual static grass. It's the like very, very fine turf scatter. You can do that. So it's a different technique that I would use, but it does seem to work quite well.
Yeah, the washing up liquid is a good way of breaking the tension.
Yeah, you need that. Otherwise,
there is another way, but I would not recommend it for.
Well, you can use IPA, a little bit of IPA.
Isopropyl alcohol is what I was going to say, but I wouldn't recommend it for anything that you've already painted.
Oh, so that's basing glue again. And again, just dabbing this out. Is this going to be static grass? So and you can see there's like patches now. This is patches rather than... Yes. Yes.
Yep, there you go. So he's got the base down,
and this is the
detail.
Right, so this is the detail of static grass.
This is really good.
Yeah. So it's like it's a slightly different technique, but nonetheless, I mean, there's not one technique that works.
That's what I love about this. There's never one right way. You can do all kinds, and it works.
Dave Scott Railway says, my old model railway club were asked to supply live steam for a stage play. The fire finally burned through and the safety valves lifted. The director asks where the switch was to turn it off. Yeah.
And there it is.
That actually works really well.
That looks so good.
And then you carefully ballast in the track and then you get like a nice neat ballast. Yeah.
That looks brilliant.
That works really, really well. Good. And then the turntable well will go into that neatly cut hole. That works really, really well.
I'm super impressed.
And also you see, good. Right, the base...
look at the control of where it ends.
Yeah, so this is painting up the turntable.
With an airbrush. I need to get myself an airbrush. The amount of effect you can use.
I do all my stuff without an airbrush. Now, you can do some great effects with an airbrush, and you get some great effects if you use like washes and powders.
I agree, but I'd like the option to be able to use whatever I think would work best in that situation. You know?
Richard Swiderski says no right way, but plenty of wrong ways. Then, well, there is that.
Oh well, I think we've all done the wrong ways.
Now, Sarah Davis says, could you do static grass between the rails? Yes, you can.
You can,
What you've got to be careful of is, if you want to do like completely disused track where it's really overgrown, in larger scales it's a lot easier. So O gauge, I would probably attempt it. But in double O, you're more likely to completely bury the track and make it unpassable.
For between tracks, I would be more tempted to use something like this. Not this particular thing.
They're flower tufts.
Yes, but let me finish what I'm saying.
Yes.
Not this particular thing, because these are flowers. But you see the way that they're small tufts that are ready made. If you make up small bits of grass, then you can tweeze them into exactly where you want them. And you don't have to worry about glue going on the wrong bits or anything like that.
Richard Groot is
and that way you can get exactly what you want.
You can use static grass on a portable layout. All of my layouts have static grass. Just don't squash it.
Yeah.
Valleys 56XX says Chris Navarre does excellent ballasting with static grass between the tracks on his micro layouts. You have to be ever so careful, and
which is why I'm suggesting make some tufts yourself and then place them in.
Yes.
You get more control.
And you kind of make the tufts separate. There's ways that you make your own tufts.
You've done it before.
Yes.
You've made your own little
tufts. You
can
make your own tufts. It's a little bit of a long-winded process, but you can do it. That's turned out nice.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
This is why I say why I want to get an airbrush, because look at that. That is so good.
Xantec, yes, dishes track burying it will actually be perfectly acceptable. However, you won't be able to run a train on it.
You've done that as well on your box file layout.
Yes, done that.
This is so good. The way he's done the...
See, I look at that and I need to redo my turntable well. Every time I see other people's turntables, I think I need to redo.
Richard Grutter says, I thought if it was static, you can't move it.
I didn't realise I was being set up for the punchline.
He's done a great job with this, and there it is together. He's even got some little bits of grass in there.
And he does the turny thing like I do.
Well, yeah, it's a turntable. Of course, you got to turn it.
Yay!
But
that's really come together nicely.
He's got the bits of grass. He's got the rust in there. So well done. That is impressive.
Yeah. Peter Jackson Julie here says that 0.5 and 1mm static grass is available, although only a few colours from World Scenics. Yes, and I've used a lot of them really, really well. I actually used I think it's either 0.5 or 1mm white static grass for doing like thick, fluffy snow.
I'm tempted to put what looks like muddy water in the turntable. Yeah, I could see that working as well. A bit of cooled water. Right, we're going to jump on now. We've actually played a lot of this.
It's really... Oh, look, grass tufts. Oh.
I already said that. You really don't listen to me, do you?
No, I keep looking at my turntable and thinking, I need to redo mine. It's the wrong colour and everything.
Ruben Ashwell, no tracks leading to the turntable yet.
Yeah, I guessed that much. I did guess that much. The turntable always goes in first.
Yeah, so that you know where you're going to place it.
And yes, RG Models 86 World Scenics usually does have something for every occasion. And they will be at the Great Electric Train Show, amongst other exhibitions. And they do give you an extra discount if you show your Monday Club badge at time of purchase.
Excellent.
So if you're wanting to actually order a huge amount, it may be worth buying the Monday Club badge, because it will pay for itself with savings. So we're off to South Africa next.
Yeah, Henry Van Wyk, which I've got an email to go with. And he says, hi, Zoe and Jenny, sending a very short story video. No sound for the first half of the video, but text telling the story. Second half is only locomotive sound. Right, here we
Warbler
go.
Production says, I'm thinking of doing some static grass on the abandoned siding of the layout formerly known as Grove Street Yard, with an abandoned wagon put on it permanently. Which siding was that? Is that the one right at the front? And that was actually the coal merchant siding when I had it. Because I built the ground up around the rails with mud. It's not actual mud. It's made from I think it's masonry paint and sand. Bloemfontein. Oh yes, yeah.
So 5 minutes before a train is due to go, a man runs into the ticket booth. Here we go. So what's going on? As he huffs and puffs out of breath, he asks the official behind the counter that he wants a ticket for Tharbo. The official starts searching all the stations to find a station named Tharbo. Several minutes, the official asks the man, "I cannot find Tharbo or any of our lines. Where is Tharbo?"
Is it going to turn out that it's like he's pronouncing it wrong?
The man replies, "Tharbo is sitting on the bench on the platform. I need the ticket for him." The official now knew what the question to ask. "Tell me, where does Tharbo want to go?" "Oh," the man answers, "he needs to go to Waterkloof." In no time, the ticket is sold, and Tharbo boards the train and starts his journey.
Muppets. They exist the world over.
Yeah, I need a ticket for my friend. Where does your friend want to go? Oh.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
love it.
I'm not psychic. I'm sorry, the crystal ball is in for repairs because the last Muppet wore it out.
5 minutes to go. A man runs into the ticket booth. Thump. Thank you. That's
like the old joke. Like a man walks into a bar, says "ow."
Oh, I always love this one. It's so,
yeah.
Oh,
and it
look
shows
at
how
that
much
brickwork.
distance
Not
you
brickwork.
can get just
You know what
having
I'm on
like a
about.
shelf layout. The rock faces. And the fact it's on, I think it's over 3 levels. It really is epic. Rick Morley says Aberdeen Model Rail Exhibition is the 26th of October. Cooper Christmas is 14th of December. Mark Wilson, the waxer of the DeLorean, says, "I have got a ticket for Getz on Sunday, but I've just been reallocated to grandson pumpkin picking duties." Bugger.
Bring him along.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just say that they had pumpkins and you took him to find it. Warbler Production says it's the very front siding. Aha, yeah. I have a box fan that is pre-weathered but with a TTS decoder in it, so I can have ambient sounds with the wagon not
That was
moving.
lovely. Thank you so much for sending that in. That was great.
Oh, yeah, get the trombone ready. John Pinney says, went to a railway fancy dress party. Everyone was wearing platforms.
Model pumpkins could be picked up at Getz. Yeah.
And Tom Marshall, Bugglescally Station, says if you don't fancy Getz, come down to see us at Farnham. So yeah, other model railway exhibitions are available.
Thank you so much for sending that in, Henry. That was brilliant. I love a video that's got a little bit of a story in it. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, Topsy likes it as well.
Ooh.
Chip Rockwell.
Okay. He sent in a video. He says this isn't for the Monday Club. It's meant for potential personal enjoyment.
Right. Okay.
So I will send that to you separately.
Okay, so we'll put that in the special collection.
Yes, and we'll enjoy that tonight. It's not that kind of thing. It's going to clean your ears out and your mind.
Right on Track asks, have you had any Model U pumpkins, Jenny? I don't think so.
I don't think we got any, but I did get the Ghostbusters.
I think I've got some of they're either Noch or Prizer ones, which they were used on the Halloween layout that we built for Great Model Railway Challenge. But no, I don't think because they might be a nice addition actually to Four Seasons.
Get pumpkins?
You know, we've got a lot of stuff that
I
don't necessarily
buy stuff planning to make dioramas out of it, and I remember the pumpkins, but I can't remember if I bought any or not. I know the Ghostbusters are in my office though because I need to paint them.
Yeah, you're painting all your Warhammer miniatures and you're neglecting all this other stuff. In fact, where's it gone?
I told you, if you wanted me to paint something, you have to actually make it accessible for me to paint. I can't paint something that you've hidden in a drawer.
I can't even remember where I've
You're
put
a burger,
them.
you are.
Where have I put them?
I don't know. Meanwhile, we got a message from Warbler Productions. Over the weekend, Atherstone was visited by the ex-LMS rebuilt Royal Scot number 46100. Not just once, but twice. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this. And I'm going to grab that link and then bring this up. And if you would do me the favour of pressing the button at the right time, that would be great. Are you chewing on jellied beans?
I am. Tom Marshall, Bugglescally Station says,
hey there.
Tasma Products make some excellent model pumpkins, but their scale N are more like 00.
All right.
Mm.
Right. Could you do me a favour, my dear, and press and see buttonsies?
Where's the
Beep beep. This is Warbler Production, so we're going to have a look at... Look at that. That looks real. That's amazing. And look at the humps between the tracks.
That's the ballast.
Yeah. What I'm saying is look at the amount of humps.
Mm.
Yeah. That looks cool. Look at the animations on those people. Amazing. Hands moving, hair moving, heads moving. Animated signs as well. Really cool. They've done well with this. Anyone use ballast magic, and is it any good?
Yes,
I've actually seen it used on Warhammer and bolt action.
Can I just say I've used both types. I've used the powder and I've used the liquid. Both work really well. Again, we used them on Great Model Railway Challenge. We used a lot of these weird products. They're not weird, but a lot of the products that I don't use on my own layouts, I have tried in the context of building for television. And yes, they do work quite well.
It's quite hard wearing as well once it's fully dried, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Beep, beep. Jen, what noise does that make? Is it beep, beep?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I got it right.
Mm.
You just tolerate me, don't you? See, there you are. That always makes it sound... It sounds like the Tyrannosaurus from Jurassic Park. Every single time. Yep, here comes a choo-choo! That one's showing off now. Wow, this has gone a bit slow.
I'm guessing it's coming into this to a stop.
Either that or it just wants everyone to look at him. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much.
Ordered the 00 scale Monday Club wagon. Thank you.
Yes, both the 00 and the O gauge are still available to order.
They are.
We're hoping that they'll be here in time for Christmas. You can order with confidence through TMC, the model centre. So, do get your order in. Once they're gone, just like the previous ones. They've all sold out up till now. So get your pre-orders in to avoid disappointment.
What's that? Oh, it's gone now.
I think that it stops for water.
No, it had a little like a flag sticking out the side.
Right.
It was red and white, striped.
Oh, it's probably something like not to be moved because they're filling it with water.
We shall not.
I think it's a reminder to the driver not to put his foot down.
Don't put your foot down. We're stuck.
Yeah, RG Models 86 says keep the liquid ballast bond away from your points, Jen. I learnt that the hard way. Yes. But it's the same with even watered down PVA. Yeah. You've got to be very careful around points.
Which is why I was saying your best bet when you're doing static grass between the sleepers and all that is to make the little tufts first and then put them in.
Yeah, there's ways and means.
Yeah. The flag is a not to go board. The guard has a padlock on it. Wow.
Right.
Well,
is that to stop people from just like going, oh, I'll catch this train?
It's a chunky monkey, isn't it?
Good position as well, and it's nice that you didn't get some Wally brain try and stand in front of you.
Yeah, we've all had that experience.
Yes, many a time actually. It's settled station. You're trying to film something, and it's just go and stand in front of you like with and usually it's like with the I'm a Wally format.
You mean vertical?
Yeah, and it's like, do you mind?
Yeah. No, I don't mind you. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, fine. Just go and pick up your phone. Oh, I'm just holding it. Madden Steam Railway says the locomotive in the video on your screen looks very much like Black Prince. I've been behind her on the North Norfolk Railway. Funnily enough, I have the model of Black Prince right here, which is 92203. It's the new Hornby one that I did the review on. which actually did really well as a review.
I'm going to jump this on a little bit. Oh, there's a little choo-choo on the back.
Jordan Hunter reminds us the Falkirk Model Railway exhibition is on the 16th and 17th of November at the Grangemouth Stadium, if you're looking for more events.
There we go.
Oh, it's a long time since I've been to Falkirk.
Yeah, you used to go a lot.
I used to go several times a week on business.
There you go. Beep, beep.
So I know Falkirk and Camelon and Grangemouth quite well.
Thank you so much for sending that in, Wobbler. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that.
There used to be a model shop in sort of. I'm trying to remember. It was on the. I think it was on the A9 heading north out of Falkirk or Camelon. And I always remember seeing it. And it was always shut when I went past. I don't know whether it's still there. I mean, you're talking about that would have been a good 10 to 15 years ago. So what are we looking at?
Someone sent me a photo of their garden.
Is there a railway in it?
I think they may have sent me the wrong photo, so I'll leave that. Thank you, Peter Gray. Unfortunately, I think you might have sent me the wrong photo.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, J. Paul Anderson. Yeah, it's nice to see a new build Beachyhead. I have been following that on and off. It's been doing it for quite a while. I remember when they started, because I was at the time avidly following the extension to up to East Grinstead. And like the digging out of Imberhorn cutting. In fact, I think I started following it when they started relaying the line from up from the Kingscote, the previous station. Rainbow Railways is in Linlithgow, just up the road. So says Rick Morley. Is that the shop then? Rainbow Railways. Richard Righteous. I like that name. Richard Righteous. Hiya Jennifer. I heard you're a judge for the Hornby Model Shot of the Year. Just wondering if you have any news on this. All the best. Yes, I am the judge.
You're a judge.
Yes, sorry.
You're not the judge.
There's two of us. There's myself and a professional photographer. I'm really sorry, I've forgotten his name. But yes, so I've the competition is now closed. The standard of entries was incredible, I have to say.
Yeah, you kept saying "whoa" every now and again when you were looking through the pictures.
I think they had about 365 submissions.
My goodness.
Which is quite a lot.
Yeah.
And going through them, it's you're trying to pass through them and whittle it down and whittle it down. And actually, there was a lot that could have easily been winners. Quite frankly, the standard was amazing. Some really lovely layouts. They had the over 18s and the under 18s. So we've split it between the two judges. So the other judge picks 2 over 18s and 1 under 18, and I've picked 1 over 18 and 2 under 18s. Is how we've done it. And I basically spent all of Sunday going through entries. So I have submitted my final choices. I'm not saying what they are because that's up to Hornby to announce. But yeah, the standard of the shots submitted was incredible. Some amazing shots. And I'll be honest, I just wish that there was probably a good 30 to 40 each and every one of them. If you'd have said this is the winner, I'd go yes, that's a very, very good shot. There was just such great stuff.
So up next we have 156 Andrew, who has sent in Intercity HST leaving Pitlochry for Edinburgh. I've probably pronounced that incorrectly.
Jordan Hunter says the two model shops I know are both gone are McLaren models and Leisure Times. Oh, it is a shame. It is a shame.
Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever.
And Valley's 56XX says Judge Kirk of Mega City 1's Railway Division. Guilty pup. Yes.
Yeah,
10 days ISO cube.
10 days in the ISO cube. You're being lenient.
Sorry, did I say 10 days? I meant 10 years.
10 years, creep.
Yeah.
I pronounced that right. Hey!
Good night, 3B Rail. It's been amazing to have your company always. Take care, and we'll catch you next time. And of course, as well, over this weekend, you'll catch us at TMC's The Model Centre stand at the Great Electric Train Show. They very kindly invited us to do live streaming and interviews all through the weekend. So those of you that can't get to Gets, don't worry, you can follow it on this channel. What we're actually going to try and do is show just like a webcam type thing of the event, and it'll be interspaced with interviews. Hopefully we're getting a good deal of exclusive and interesting interviews. And I want to actually, one of the things that I do want to do is finally see about the interview that we tried to arrange months ago with Catherine Dunning and Wendy Moe from Hornby.
Providing you can pry them away from the stalls.
Yeah, might have to do one at a time because it all depends.
That was really nice. Thank you so much.
But I want to interview the real influential women behind the hobby. So thank you so much for sharing that with us.
We've had a few comments actually when you mentioned that in the Ellis Clark review. A few people were saying that is it necessary to highlight that they're women, and I can understand where they were coming from, but it's like there's been a debate, a big debate for a while on whether women need more examples of women in the hobby.
I think it's right to highlight how many women are actually very active in the hobby.
Yes,
very influential in the hobby.
But at the same time, I understand where the guy's coming from. Talent is talent, regardless of what's in your pants.
I think it was really just off the back of this trying to have segregated groups. And
I don't like the segregation thing. No.
And it's like, what's next? Do we have, you divide and divide and divide, and before you know it, there's all these little ghetto groups. And what I really wanted to show was that women are already doing
here.
very well in the hobby. We're already here.
Sisters are doing it for themselves.
Yeah. And actually, incredibly influential.
I am not putting that on a t-shirt, James.
What?
Talent is talent regardless of what's in your pants. I am not putting it on a t-shirt.
James, the Cupboard Monkey will put that on a t-shirt the day that you go out and about wearing that t-shirt. With a baseball cap. Sideways.
No one wears a sideways baseball cap anymore. What are you from, the 80s?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Right, guys, we've got 5 minutes left, so we got time.
5 minutes? Where did all the time go?
We spend ages talking about stuff.
Roxy is quite shocked. So, anyway, yes, Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath. Ellis Clark Quad Arts were designed by a woman, Nikki W. Yes, who was also instrumental in the Lomax. And Holly, also from Ellis Clark, did the artwork, so all the liveries. Frustrated Apes is probably replaced with Hitachi Azumas. James Petts says sideways baseball cap equals coat on backwards, as in Back to the Future 2.
Nice.
Are those New Kids on the Block that did the sideways baseball cap?
They
thing?
did.
Because
I remember when they tried to do a comeback, just calling themselves NKOTB. It's like, dude, that's even longer to say.
Yes. So, I mean, I'll be honest. Yes.
Well, I do more videos next week. Yes.
James Pett says touche. So I think he's like, right, I doff my hat to you, and he will be wearing a hat because he is the well-dressed chap in the room. Yes, James Pett says New Kids on the Block equals OAPs in the care home. They're older than us. You do realise they are older than us.
They're not that much older than us.
G'day, Mels. Great to see you. I hope you're well. Gandalf?
The Monday Clubber is never late, Total Wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Right, so we've got time for one final one. This is from Mark Edwards, who says, "Hi Jenny and Zoe, I thought I would send in some photos of my latest project on my 00 garden railway." So that's nice. You'd like a garden railway.
I do, actually, yes.
For the past 3 months, I've been working on my station buildings, inspired by Lewes Station in Sussex. The canopies are constructed from folder aluminium sheet and clad in plastic card. It's very much a work in progress with much more to do. Thanks so much for everything you do on your channel. Oh, you're welcome. So let's have a look. This is
wow.
This is a folded aluminium sheet. Oh my goodness. That is superb. I like the greens and the creamy, the deep creams.
Yeah, it's like a southern. I think they're actually London, Brighton, South Coast Railway colours.
That looks really good. I'm super impressed. That is amazing.
Can I just say,
as
George Formby would say, turned out nice again.
Yeah.
That is really nice. I love your ballasting as well. That's come out really well. With point work in the garden, that is actually quite daring.
Yeah.
But that really has
that's a nice overhead shot. Wow.
That's come together really, really well.
It really has.
And of course it'll be nice and durable. And that's what you need when you're out in the garden. I'm currently road testing some Pico buildings.
My goodness.
To see how well they actually last. But you've got to keep in mind the durability of them through all weathers, wind, rain, changes in temperature, and sunlight. Sunlight can be very, very damaging.
Yes, it can.
Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase says, does remind me of Lewis. Yes.
That is so
Leamington Station.
Thank you so much for sending that in. That is super impressive.
Madden Steam Railway says, good night, folks. The iPhone in which I watch you is running out of battery time. See you next week at the good old Monday Club. And Leamington Station says, just in case you didn't see my message earlier, Jen, I've messaged you regarding your exhibition layouts.
Ooh. Look at it in a minute. We're on the show, Jen. Yes, don't forget to fox-proof, squirrel-proof and cat-proof your garden layouts. Yes.
Yes, cats, they see your model railway buildings and signals and they go, ooh, I bet I could break that.
Yeah, it's a new toy. Bat, 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 bat. Oh, it's broken. That is so nicely done. I'm very impressed. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
I don't have any messages. There's no message come through unless they've sent it to...
Doesn't mean that you haven't got an email.
No, I don't. I checked.
Well, you'll find it, I'm sure. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. That was really impressive. And I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Time has really flown tonight, hasn't it, Jen? Yes, Jen's now distracted looking for a message. Yeah, this is how to get Jenny distracted for an hour. Just tell her that you've sent us
Now
something.
It says I've got a message, but it's
go.
not showing it to me.
Well, that's because the phone is old. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Take care. You will in a moment. Take care. Have a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Before we go, though, we need to show a message from our sponsors.
Yes, we do. But first of all, don't forget to hit that like button, share the stream to social media, let people know about the fun that is the Monday Club, and don't forget to grab your Monday Club badge because it gets you some really great exclusive and unique discounts for in-person shopping. So if you're going to Worley at Statfold, then make sure you got it with you. We've got a wealth of retailers participating and we're hoping to expand that list even more. So we will have a few to sell at the Great Electric Train Show, but it's first come, first served. So until next time, you guys take great care of yourself. Happy modelling. Bye for now.
Jan?
Yes?
Sponsor.
Oh, sorry. I got carried away. The Monday Club is proudly sponsored by TMC, the Model Centre. Check them out at themodelcentre.com. The website features extensive stocks of new models as well as selective pre-owned items where you can track down that bargain you've always wanted. Pre-order with confidence all of the forthcoming models from all the manufacturers. TMC also offer a renumbering and renaming service so you can get the exact identity of locomotive that you want. Why not also check out their value weathering or go for something incredibly special with their bespoke service where you can choose from a more extensive weathered look right through to custom graffiti either off the peg or to a design of your choice. Check out TMC today at themodelcentre.com and start your model journey.
Thank you so much to TMC for their generous sponsorship of the Monday Club.
Absolutely.
And for putting up with us at Gets this year.
You know, I can't believe that they said yes.
After the stunt you pulled at their shop, spilling tea all over the
Hey,
floor.
they didn't know about that.
They-
Don't tell them.
Howard was right there when you did it.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to grass me up.
It was on camera. You couldn't say you didn't do it.
yeah.
Good night, guys.
The train now departing is the 2102 service to the Great Electric Train Show, stopping at Bolton Trinity Road, Mineth Tattis, Tattis Newith, Boxton on File, Packham on the Back, Huggleton on the Hill, that unnamed layout that Jenny said had a name, but it turned out it didn't have a name. Have we said Grove Street Yard? We'll stop at Grove Street Yard as well. All change at 3 cocks for Lord Hereford's Knob. Eindhoven, Pittsburgh somehow, butts farting, and then on to the Great Electric Train Show. That's the 2102 service to the Great Electric Train Show. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together, because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Good night.
Monday Club for everyone. So come on and have some fun and shove the coal right up your bum.
Okay, that's not the original lyrics, but I'll let you go.
I think that train's getting dizzy.
I'm dizzy, my head is spinning.
See how fast it'll go.
Like a whirlpool, it never ends.
I'm getting winder's cramp here.
That's not what we called it at school. Right, good night. I'm off to set up for my show now.
Of course, Game Hammer Classic Gaming will be live shortly, and you'll get a prompt to shift on over for your live streaming goodness to continue. What are you playing tonight, Cupboard Monkey?
It's the all request retro show, so anything people want.
So there you are. You heard it here
Providing
first.
I've got it.
You've got most things.
I know.
If it's on PlayStation 2, she's probably got it. The 8-legged groove machine. Valley's 56XX says, it's Daypole, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's always Daypole. The answer is Daypole. If anybody's wondering, the electric sound is the Class 71. And no, it's not the Class 71 profile. It's the Class 73 profile, but running in electric mode. Yeah, fine. That was your hat. Let's turn our Class 71 into a Class 74. Yes, the VW van Valleys 56XX is the is it the Mark II? So it's not the split windscreen. It's the one that came afterwards. Richard Knowles has also request stop for Bell End View. Is that the visitors' gallery at the Houses of Parliament? Alright, Zoe. Okay. Okay. So, Game Hammer Classic Gaming is just currently setting up. In a moment, when they're ready, we shall be moving across. You just get a prompt, and all you have to do is press the button, hit the lever, and you'll be automatically transferred across. In the meantime, you can check us out over on Patreon. Don't forget to order your Monday Club Wagon, available as a 00 version, and we've also got a different design for O-Gauge. First time we've gone for a different gauge and scale as well. Like we said before, we're hoping for it to be out in time for Christmas. That's the provisional release date, but you know how these things are. And also at Get, we will have some Monday Club badges again, first come, first served, to access the unique discounts. We will be doing another production run in the future when these sell out, but there may be a gap in between, so obviously pick up yours before to continue enjoying the benefits, and we hope to be updating the website as we go, as we sign up more retailers and clubs to the benefits scheme. So do keep an eye on that, but always ask before you purchase, just to double check the retailers, as there may be some exemptions, such as newly released items that are already discounted to the limit of what the retailer is able to in the first few weeks of release, just as an example. So do check beforehand, and you must show your Monday Club badge at the time of purchase. Big hello, J94. I did spot you earlier on, but the monkey talked all over me, so I will say a belated hello. We will also have a selection of my books available, and also the ones that I co-wrote with the Cupboard Monkey, which is a collection of comics. So we'll have a limited number of those available again on a first come first served basis whilst we're at the Great Electric Train Show. Richard Swiderski, you'd have to ask them. Notionally, it's in-person shopping only. It's entirely at the discretion of the retailer, but as a rule, I would say probably no. But don't ask, don't get. Are you ready? Okay. So I've just had word from downstairs in the Monkey Dungeon that Game Hammer Classic Gaming is ready for you guys. So from all of us here, thank you for joining us. It's always an absolute honour to have your company every Monday night. Don't forget to tell all your friends to come and to watch. And you can also check out all the previous Monday Club videos. But for now, from me, take great care. You'll get a prompt to head on over to the Game Hammer Classic Gaming live stream, where your retro gaming goodness continues the live stream experience.